Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Liam's Lyceum. I'm your host, Liam, aka Himbar, and today I'm doing my weekly update, Liam's Leapings number 87 for the 18th of May already. Wow, 2024. I'm going to try to keep this short because my connection is pretty bad. I'm on my hotspot still. That's a big complaint I have, that it's taken 3 weeks still for my internet to be set up. And I know that it's going to take them 5 minutes to set them up, and they're going to charge me $30 for it. But anyways, I guess that's a lot. I see my video just went out. So we're gonna try to do this quickly. I finished 4 books this. My voice is still here. Anyways, finished The Early Middle Ages by Philip Dialeter. I'm not sure how to say his name. This is my great course thing, which was interesting. I learned a few things. A lot of it I already knew, but I just the thing that annoys me about stuff like that is how surface level it seems. It's not very in depth. It's not very detailed. It is useful. You get a broad surface, and then you get a decent conclusion based on that surface. You start with like a premise, and you get a whole bunch of information, and then you get a conclusion, and that's useful, But I don't know. At the same time, it's not the most satisfying thing ever. But I didn't actually read that much. I say that I finished 4 things. So I finished Berserk Volume 1. I have not gotten 2. I've hardly read any fiction books since finishing that, actually. The other books I read were Wizard of the Pigeons by Megan Lindholm, which I finished last week, almost finished last week. And then The Nibelungenlied, which is a Middle High German romance from like 1200. And then The Big Blind by Lavi Tidar, which is probably my favorite of all these bunch. It is a very cheesy story about a nun who plays poker, but almost made me cry a couple times. So, and I'm almost done with Harpy's Flight. Got 1 chapter left in that. I'm almost done with The Hammer and the Cross. I got 1 chapter left in that. I don't have it with me, and I didn't bother to go and get it, but I have a few chapters left in Silver Shadows by Elaine Cunningham, which is my next Forgotten Realms novel. I've read the first 4,000 lines of Arthur and of Merlin. I'm still reading my way through all those academic books. It was more of an academic focused week here, though. Started, I don't know, my buddy Tim, he got accepted into a program recently, a master's program. He already has a master's degree, but and then my friend Sean just graduated today. Just walked for commencement and stuff. And then I was able to meet with one of my mentors, one of my professors at the school I graduated from last summer. I was able to meet with him on Monday, so that was really nice. It was nice to be back on campus, and I miss it. I want that's the dream, to be honest. Like, I'd be okay with a lot of jobs, working in some office, particularly like the medical field or something, because I feel like that's worthwhile. I can get behind that. Worked in the medical field before, but I'd really like to work in higher education. Preferably as like a professor type of thing, but if not that, then something else at a school, university. Oh, I shaved. It wasn't immediately obvious. Anyways, so I don't have enough schooling for that, really. I mean, technically, you need a bachelor's, technically, right? But that's not going to happen. No one's going to hire you with a bachelor's degree. Be a big fluke, right? So I mean, I've heard of it happening, but what are the odds? But anyways, I did start my third semester of my master's program, studying Old English. Translated the first 70 lines of the colloquy. I just translated the first 25 lines of The Fall of Man. I translated the first 20 lines of Abraham and Isaac. Lots of translating this week. Very entertaining, though. I did start another great course. I just hold the baby a lot. I don't get as much done as I would want to, and so I'm just sitting here holding the baby. And so I started another one. It's let's see, The Story of Human Language by John McWhorter, which is interesting from the early aughts. Definitely has some fringe stuff going on with oh my goodness, what's that one macro family name? I'm totally blanking on what it is right now, but that's a little fringe, like linguistics theory. But it's interesting. I've learned some stuff, and it's nice to go over a lot of stuff. I've gone over a lot of it before, but it's still nice. So anyways, we'll see what else I read this week. I'll hopefully finish Silver Shadows, and then Harvey's Flight and Hammer of the Cross, and that'll be 3 books. finished for next week because I like to have 4 finished. And then I'm thinking I'll probably go to I'm Afraid You've Got Dragons. I have a shorter weekend this week. I got a lot of stuff to do. So we'll see. But anyways, I hope you've had a good week. I'll get internet actually set up on Tuesday. Hopefully my hotspot works for Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow. Will be the first time playing Dungeons and Dragons in a hot minute. So first time I think in this house. So anyways, that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. So very much so, actually. Anyways, Leaping Flames Lyceum. My baby is starting to fuss in the background. Don't know if you can hear it. So I'm going to go see if I can help with that. And then I'm going to apply for some other jobs. And then I'm going to write down my translation on something that I need to write it down. Anyways, here we go.